Hello everybody. Today we are going to be making the bow ties for your lovely furry animal. I'm going to show you how we can make it as a hair bow tie or for your pet. So go grab some supplies and let's get started. You are going to need, of course, the snippers. You're going to need a seam ripper just in case. You're going to be doing very little sewing today. Very little. I'm telling you, this is going to be the easiest video ever. You want to make sure that you have some hair scrunchies. You can buy these at the dollar store. I got a bunch of them and, got them for $1. And if you happen to have this little handy dandy thing, a glue gun, so grab that. If not, I'll show you what you can do instead of using a glue gun. Let's get started. So you're going to need, I have pre-cut the fabric that I need. This is a rectangle, and the rectangle is, it's 8 inches by 11 inches. So we want 11 inches going across, 11 inches wide, and about 8 inches going down, or 8.5. You will figure out what size bow tie you like once you start doing this for a little bit, and you can just shorten it by either taking off an inch from your width or taking off an inch from your length. Okay, you're going to need a second piece of scrap material, another piece of material, and I'll tell you what this is going to be for. But you want to make sure that it is about 3.5 inches wide by 2.5 inches long. Okay, so go ahead, cut those measurements, and then we can get started. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be making this bow tie today. This material here is going to be the actual bow tie. This material here is going to be this portion here of the bow tie, this tabbed portion right here, which is going to bring the bow tie all together, okay, and make it look really good. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do with this material that is the 3.5 by 2.5, what you're going to do is take this material, you're going to form a tab. So fold it in half. Okay, so just fold. It doesn't matter if this portion is not perfect. Okay, fold it in half. Once you fold it in half, take one side, the top, fold it into the middle, take your bottom piece, fold the bottom piece towards that center, then fold. Okay, that's all. Fold. You can press it or you can finger press it. Okay, whatever is easier for you. You can press it with the iron or finger press it. This is the part that what you can do is just go ahead. Two options. One, on this bow tie here, I have sewed this tab together. I really prefer to sew them because it makes it look better. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But for this purpose, because we want it to look really nice, I want you to sew it. So what you're going to do is you're going to sew down the right side, very close to your edge, and you're going to sew down your left side of the material, very close to your edge. And what it's going to do is it's going to keep this closed. It's going to connect your back with your front, okay, and just keep it tight together. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is this, right now, all the way down. Okay, and here I am. I'm going to start right at the edge. And I'm just pivoting and turning because I don't want to take it out. I just noticed that my machine is on 2.5, which I really don't like. So I like my stitches to be at 3.0, so I just turned up my machine. Okay, so go ahead and set this tab to the side. Okay, you don't need this at this very moment. This is the easy part. Okay, so here's your pretty side of your fabric. Flip it over, okay, to the so that the pretty side, the pattern side, is facing down. What you're going to do is take the top of your material, fold down. Okay, well, let's do this because I know how to do it, but I want you to do it. Okay, so fold your material from the top all the way down to the bottom. Okay, finger press this so that it gets flattened out. Okay, then you can open it back up. You're going to fold your top down to that middle area. Okay, finger press. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing from the bottom. Take the bottom of your material, fold it up to meet that center. Almost just like the tab that we just did. Okay, finger press. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this over so we can find the middle of the bow tie, but we're going to fold it horizontally. Okay. And I'm not ironing just because I'm finger pressing. So fold it in half so you can find the middle. Open it back up. And now we're going to fold these ends in to meet the middle. Okay. Fold them in to meet the middle. I'm finger pressing. And we're going to do the same thing with this side. Take these two sides, bring it in to meet the middle. Okay. Finger press. Okay. So right now you have just a smaller rectangle. Okay. But that's not just any rectangle. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Make sure this overlaps a tiny bit. One side has to overlap just a tiny bit. You see this? Just any side. It can be your left side or your right side. Okay. Now what we're going to do, fold this one more time. Okay. So we're now going down to the bottom. Okay. We just fold it again. Take your top of these pieces, the part that is overlapped in the top. Let it reach the top part. Touch. Flip your material, and then you're going to bring these, which is now the top part, bring these pieces of fabric down to meet the edge here. Okay? It should look like this. Okay? Let me do that again for you. Okay, here's your left and right. It's folded into the middle. And all you're going to do at this point right now is you are going to fold it over, lift up so that they touch, flip your material, fold this down. Make sure you're grabbing this layer and your layers that are overlapped, okay? Fold them, okay, and lift. So now you have what will be a bow tie. Okay, so look at this now. You're going to take the part that you sewed the tab, okay? Get a little placement, okay? Figure out where you want that to be, right in the middle. Now, the wider you make your tab, the wider this portion is going to be right here. And it's really up to you how wide you make it. Okay. Okay. So now that we have that, this is the tricky part. Okay. But don't get frustrated. What you want to do is when you're wrapping this around, the point is you want to use this tab to cover your overlapped pieces. Okay. Put this here. Okay. What you want to do is grab one of the hair ties or hair scrunchies, whatever you call them. Grab one of them, okay? And grab your glue gun, okay? So have the glue gun, and what you're going to do is, see the part that where they've glued together? I don't know if you can see it, where they've glued together the hair tie. Make sure that's in the middle because we don't want to see that. put it inside, okay? And then inside, this is going to take a little practice, okay? So stick it inside of the material. When you stick it inside of the material, use that glue gun, okay? Put some hot glue on there, okay? What we want to do is we want to stick this bow tie to the material. Oh, I hate glue guns. Oof. Okay. We want to wrap the tab around the hair scrunchie, the hair tie. Okay. So what we've done is we've just put hot glue to hold down the hair tab. Okay. And all we did was wrap around the tab. Okay. Yes. Take off the glue. Okay. So now at this point, we need to secure this part here. Okay. So what we're going to do is make sure the tab is tucked in the back. Uh-oh. Stick that in real quick. This will happen to you. Okay. It's stuck there. Let's close it back up while the glue is still good. Okay. All right. We still have our bow tie going on, our bow shape. Okay. And what we want to do now is we want to make this pretty puffed out so that we can secure this tab. Fold this under or cut it. Let's cut it. Okay. What you're going to do now is glue the back of it. Get a little bit of glue on the back. Not too much, just a little bit. I just cut mine, so we're going to fold that under a tiny bit just so that we don't see it. And use clear glue. I have glitter glue in here. Okay. And that's it. You now have a bow tie. Okay. You have a bow tie for your dog. So look, the collar, I'm just going to put this down just so that that can dry for a minute. I have glitter glue. Don't use the glitter one. Use the clear one. Okay. So, what you're going to do here, you see, the dog collar is going to go in between the hair pieces right there, in between the hair ties. Okay. So when you put it on, it's going to look like that. Okay. So, and it's very strong and firm, so it won't go anywhere on the dog, and it also doesn't itch the dog like as if it's Velcro. So, okay. So, and there you have it. That's all. You can actually use this also for a little girl's hair. Okay, if you wanted to use it for a little girl's hair, then you can actually, instead of squeezing the bow tie together, instead of squeezing this together and putting the tab over the middle, just put one portion, okay, through the underneath the tab, and you can just let the hair scrunchie hang out, the bow tie, the hair tie hang out. And that is all for this tutorial. Okay, so I'll be posting another video. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and we'll see you at the next one. Okay, bye-bye.